Hey folks, welcome back to Blessed by G Beats. I am the G, and today we got a different type of video. The fine people over at FiFine asked me would I do a review of their cordless microphone, the KT025. And so I said, of course, every piece of dialogue that you hear in this video will come from this microphone. So I know, bear with me, there's going to be some plosives, there's going to be some S's, there's going to be some T's, there's going to be all kinds of maybe audio discrepancies that you wouldn't normally hear. But I want to let you hear this microphone in all of its glory. But at the same time, if we're going to do a review on this channel, then why not do it to music? So, without further ado, let's get into this dope microphone review. The KT025. Let go.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him. Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him, bless him.
And here it is, the FiFine KT025 microphone unboxing. Very nice box, almost reminds me of an Apple product. As soon as we take the lid off, we're introduced to the FiFine, basically like a social network card or, you know, their social media identification. Read this and, you know, to give you information about FiFine. And yes, it is FiFine, even though it looks like FiFine. And of course, we have the instruction booklet. Very thorough, very well written. And I would definitely advise you to read this just to find out everything about this microphone. Even though it's inexpensive, I think that there are some useful things in here you'll definitely want to read. And then, of course, there's a piece of foam separating the microphone. And here's the microphone. Basically, all plastic with the exception of the head of it, which seems like it's made of metal. Very lightweight. Power button. LED screen. It's very simple. Like it. And, of course, let's see what else is in the box. And in the bottom of the box, this thing is very well packaged. Here you see the wireless transmitter, 1/4 inch on the 1/4 inch jack here. Pretty lightweight also. Here on the side, there's an antenna. This extends up to about 80 feet, they say, in range. We're gonna test that out here in a sec. So if you have to go a far distance, you got your antenna. Power button, of course, and as I'm showing you here, you have the battery door. And then there's this little interesting mechanism that seems to have a lot of people confused. Obviously, didn't read the instructions. But this mechanism is pretty neat. It's kind of like an anti-roll mechanism for the microphone. They didn't include a microphone clip, so this makes a lot of sense. Because if you're using this at home and you're doing karaoke or something to that nature, and you want to put it on the table, you don't want it to roll off. I'll demonstrate that here in just a second. And so let's get just a quick close-up of the transmitter and the microphone. The transmitter uses AAA batteries. May be an annoyance to some, simply because the microphone uses AA batteries and the transmitter uses AAA batteries. Not a big deal to me. The microphone, like I said, uses AA batteries. I have rechargeables for the microphone because I had a lot of AA rechargeables I use in my Zoom H6 and other products. But I would definitely, for something like this, you want rechargeable batteries. So when you turn it on, screen lights up blue. And as you can see, the screen, it looks very dim and lit up in a lit up area. Transmitter, turn it on, it's green. When it connects, it's red, and it connects very, very fast. Very simple setup. And once again, here's this mechanism. It's basically an anti-roll mechanism. It is not a microphone stand. Even if you put it on the bottom, the microphone actually will not stand up in it because the microphone at the bottom is not as large as the opening here. It's made to slide up to the top. As you can see here, if you set it down on the table, it may roll off. Put this mechanism on it, and I only slide it up to the power button. I think it's really neat because I think it also will stop you from hitting the power button. Happens sometimes when you're using these dynamic microphones. Also helps with the grip. Try to roll it off, and look what happens. Stays pat. And like I said, it really helps in holding here, as you can see. Pretty neat little mechanism. And then the transmitter, of course, I got it plugged right into my Zoom U44. No problems, easy peasy, ample volume. And if you want to carry this with you, man, it's very lightweight. As you can see here as we put it on the scale. And as you can see here, the microphone's very lightweight, even with the transmitter, barely even weighs a pound. So this is a definitely lightweight microphone that's built for travel. Yo, check. Rat-a-tat-tat, 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 and they all scattered. Rat-a-tat-tat, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a mailbox test real quick. As you can see, I have my GH4 set up, recording to the Zoom H6. But we have the Zoom H6, and as you can see here, we have the transmitter. Button is red, so you know we're connected to the microphone. So we're going to walk to the mailbox, which is right through this opening here. My mailbox is further than the 80 or so feet that they say this will reach. So we're going to walk out. Excuse me, I have no way of monitoring, so if it's a little bit plosives and all of that, bear with me. But we're going to walk all the way out to the mailbox. We'll walk out to the mailbox. I'm actually recording this on my iPhone 10. So, excuse me if it's a little bit on the shaky side. But it is what it is. Oh, and it's windy. Yes, it's windy. We have no windscreen. No check today. And we're going to walk a little bit more up the street. Way away from that microphone. We're going to see this one. Easy. Country living, man. This is how we do it out here. Full of water there. Them brooks, man. All rigs, man. Cows and the whole 9 yards out here. All right. This is going to conclude our distance test. Really interested to see how does this sound? How did it fare? We definitely went further than 100 feet. So, what it sounds like in the house. Okay, and we're back. So now that we've done all of our tests and whatever else we need to do for this microphone, let's give our pros and cons before I give my conclusion. So, first con is this microphone is lightweight and it may not withstand drops and abuse. I mean, if you know you're somebody who's really hard on microphones and you're going to be throwing this in the bag and shaking it all around and dropping it and all of those types of things, this microphone may not be for you. It's very lightweight. I mean, you saw when I weighed it, I mean, it was very, very lightweight. And I'm not sure how much abuse that it can actually take. Number two, the LED display, it's recessed and it's too dim, especially in lit areas. Number three, when you change the channels from the LED, you don't see which channel the microphone is changing to. It selects the right channel automatically, but it doesn't tell you which channel that it's on. I think it would really help maybe if you could show which channel that it was actually on. Number four, the last one, the power indicator does not show the battery level remaining, at least to my knowledge. I know I have some rechargeables in here, but there seems to be no change as far as the batteries go, as I've been using this quite a bit, even though I'm thinking you get about 5 or 6 hours out of this. But from what my understanding is, it does not show the power drain of the battery. But, those are small things. Let's get to the cons. Those are small things because let's get to the pros because those are small things because my first pro is the very reason why those are small things. This microphone is $30. And when you look at the overall quality, even though it's lightweight, but when you look at the fact that you can actually switch channels, when you look at the actual quality of the microphone as far as the vocals go, the fact, that it has this little anti-roll mechanism. When you look at the complete value that you get with this microphone, I think that the fact that it's inexpensive is one of the biggest pros that it has going for it. Second pro, lightweight and travels easy. I mean, if you got a little pouch you can throw this all in, you're not going to have to worry about this microphone weighing down your bag like some of the more expensive, heavier microphones. So it's very lightweight and it travels easy. Once again, I like the mic stand accessory. This is a plus. And let me add just one more con. I think because of, how inexpensive this microphone is, Fifine, maybe you should put a pop filter, just one of those little foam pop filters in here. I'm pretty sure they don't cost a whole lot, but I think that would be very appreciative. It doesn't come with a mic holder, but not really a big deal because I understand this is meant to be more handheld and not to be put on mic stands, and that's what the anti-roll mechanism is for, but definitely a pop filter. But back to the pros. This accessory right here, very dope. And I still hadn't figured out a lot of people who say they don't know what it's for and said they've read the instruction manual. The instruction manual clearly says this is an anti-roll mechanism. So, number four, bang for the buck once again for everything that you're getting. This is a very, very good value. And finally, my final pro, the simplicity and ease of use. Sometimes you just want to quickly get some kind of vocal, some kind of vocal sample down, or maybe you just want to do some scratch vocals to hear how something is going to sound, or you really want to just, I want to throw together a real quick interview or there's some kind of dialogue that I really need to lay down real quick. Don't have time to hook up the condenser. Don't have time to hook up the wireless lavalier mic. The mere fact that all you need is this transmitter, this microphone, as long as they got the batteries, plug them into any interface. This is plugged into my Zoom U44, but I've also had it plugged into the Zoom H6, and then on both occasions, the volume was ample. So the simplicity and ease of use, you don't have to worry about any wires. That really makes this a very, very good buy as it applies to microphones. I mean, I'm telling you, you really don't know the convenience of a wireless microphone until you've had one. So for me, for $30, I would highly recommend the FiFine K025 microphone. It's a great mic, great for karaoke, great for interviews, great for DJs, public speaking, great for even rappers or producers who may want to throw down some quick scratch vocals or maybe some samples. And I like it once again because it is just basically no hassle, so easy to connect. So that concludes this review. Once again, I highly recommend this. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you've seen, like what you heard, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that comment, hit that like button, and make sure you hit that notification bell because there will be more music, more reviews, and more beats coming from Blessed by G Beats. So until the next time, stay prayed up, keep grinding, keep inspiring.